In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a really cool watercolor piece of wall art that you can use for yourself or gift. These are all of the supplies that I'm going to be using in today's tutorial, most of which can be found on my website. The paper I bought at Walmart. They have several varieties that you can choose from. All right, let's get started. I take painter's tape and I mark off my mat, which is the area that's going to stay the paper color. I take my making powders. In this case, I'm taking Van Gogh, Elixir, and Patchouli. This is my first time using the Patchouli one, and I absolutely loved it, especially. I'm going to show you a cool mix that I did. I take a thin mount, just a little piece of acrylic, and I put some water on there, and then I take a little bit of my powder and mix it with the water to create a cool watercolor. You only need a little bit. So I mixed it up with an artist brush, and then I put a little bit of a different color on there as well. You can do it all one color, or you could do it multiple colors, whatever you like. And then I pick up my thin mount. Like I said, you can use any acrylic or any plastic. And then I turn it over and I rock it. And I just apply it in different areas, moving it along. And the paper is perfect for this technique. And if you want to thin it down, move it along, you could always spritz some water with a fine mist sprayer directly onto the paper. I just let this dry. I wanted to add a little bit more of a yellow tone to it, so I went ahead and put some Van Gogh mixed with the water by itself. Of course, you could leave it as it is and just have a little bit of color. These making powders are pure pigment, so that's why a little bit goes a long way. I do the same exact technique, applying it where I want it and just rocking it back and forth, and it creates really cool patterns that way. I mixed patchouli with Van Gogh to get a beautiful mauve pink color. I absolutely love that color, and so then of course I had to go ahead and use it on my paper. I created a second design, and I wanted to use primarily the purple tones and the yellow with that mauve color, and I wanted it to be more pinky. So just to show you, you can use the same colors, but you'll get different looks just by the concentration, how much you use, and then if you mix it or not. I could do this all day. It was so much fun. I went ahead and I just took my artist brush. I wanted to get a defined look on this rectangle so that it's clear which part is the quote-unquote matte of the paper and where the design is. So I added the paper, or I added the watercolor to the paper, and making sure I didn't have any sharp lines, I just smudged it. And then in some cases I added a little bit of water with my fine mist sprayer to get the paint moving. I did create a nice brown color by mixing all three of my colors together, which was Elixir, Van Gogh, and Patchouli. And I did add some of the blue on its own in the corners, just to darken it up and give it interest and depth. And when you add the fine mist sprayer, you're not going to dilute your color, but they will blend together and it'll make it move more. I hope that you try this technique. It is so much fun. The making powders can be found on my website, lisaboondesigns.com. All of the links are in the description below. Let me know if you've ever tried this or if you've tried these making powders and what you thought about it. I highly recommend this fun project. This makes a great gift or just for yourself. Wait till you see how I hang it on the wall. Now this is my previous one, and I took the paper off, and you see how you could see the defined line of where the art is? It just looks so pretty. And both of the pictures came out totally different, but it's the same exact thing. So if you wanted to give this to several people, you could totally make it custom. I had to go back and add just a little bit more yellow to this one as well. And I even got a little bit more of the brown tone of the yellow because my brush still had a little bit of pink on it, and it just makes it warmed up. It just makes it look really good. So I take my printed out Bible verse, which is Isaiah 40 verse 8, and I have carbon paper underneath, and I take my stylus and I outline it. Actually, I use a stylus on the first one. The second one I decided to use an actual pen to help me write a little bit nicer. I was going to go back and copy over it, trace it with my pen, but I left it with just the carbon. The first one I did with the pen, and because my font was a little bit too small, I didn't like the way that it turned out. That's why I did it this way. Now I tape off the section just so that I can visually see where I'm going to stamp. I take my IOD green ink and I take my brayer and I apply it to one of the sprigs. I put a little bit of tape where I want it to stop so I don't ink too much, and then I apply my stamp to the paper. And just like with any stamping, you don't want to press hard. You just want to commit. Don't shift. Tickle it. Make sure you rub over the entire stamp. Again, not too hard. And then lift up, straight up. The ink is permanent and you don't have to seal it. So since I'm new to junk journaling, I have all kinds of ideas. This could be used for junk journaling. Of course, I would do it landscape, unless I was going to do a portrait book. You could use this in a picture frame. But what I did was super cool. I just love the way that it looks. I purchased these on Amazon, and they're perfect for putting art up that you can change out quite often. I love the way that it looks, and I can't wait to make several more to gift to my loved ones and also to use in junk journaling. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you thought about this quick tutorial and project, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow in the next Christ in Crafting video. Be sure to follow the playlist because several of the videos are on my friends' playlists. Tomorrow's is going to be amazing, and I am super excited for my special guest tomorrow. I hope you guys have an incredibly blessed day. Thank you so much for watching.